Oh, let's see. Well, we talked about TanookiTeddy, and that one last thing about him is that, you know, what more about TanookiTeddy that we haven't talked about?
The best one of his my favorite guest that he has is usually Jake. I think Jake's hysterical.
I think so too. He's very funny, actually.
Yeah,
Um,
especially like when he says, "What's up, my homies?"
I like him, but I also like Holden.
Yeah, I do like Holden as well.
Yeah, I think Holden is just a slight favorite, but not that far off from Jake, though. Jake is funny as
I
hell.
think Jake steals the show some of the time.
Yeah, and I think one time I think they had a fourth person, which was Cole.
I'm not sure what his name was.
Well that was his name, Cole.
Yeah, his name was Cole.
But he only appeared like one time in I think it was the
Was
battle
it? Oh
mode.
yeah, it was Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yeah, the battle mode. It was fun. I enjoyed watching that as
I
well.
don't think I'll really cover the battle mode in Mario Kart Double Dash.
Okay. Okay. Any YouTubers that you do watch that you would like to mention in this interview?
Yeah, trust me, I don't really watch that many popular YouTubers. The only popular YouTuber I used to watch that I still watch, only two popular people on the internet, since I don't really here's one is AVGN. I don't really consider AVGN a YouTuber since for two things. One, he owns more of his website, and also I don't think you ever knew this. AVGN himself does not run the YouTube channel. His friend slash co-writer Mike Matei does.
Hmm. Well, I see. I would not have known that, but then again, I haven't
Yeah,
kept up with him.
the only two YouTubers I watch completely that I used to are Smosh when they release a new video on Fridays because I think they used to be funny, and I watch Epic Rap Battles of History when they put out a new one.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only popular people I watch. I don't like PewDiePie. Yeah,
Well, I don't like PewDiePie either. So you got
yeah. I've said this to JawazaToad. He's like PewDiePie's like Chugga Conroy. Chugga Conroy wasn't funny at all and did nothing but scream constantly. Yeah.
so you're saying that if Chugga Conroy tried to do comedy, he would
Yeah,
suck. I,
well,
I
I'm not saying that, but just like if Chugga Conroy played horror games, wasn't funny, and screamed constantly. Yeah,
well, yeah, that would make sense. I mean, how PewDiePie got to be so popular, I'll never know. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I think his videos probably went viral, and then he started getting promoted.
yeah, exactly. And heck, I find even my best friend, LPGrodus, who happens to be from the same country that PewDiePie.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know he's from Sweden.
yes. Any thoughts? Any good thoughts on LPGrodus?
Mm, I don't watch his videos very often, but I do enjoy some of his videos.
Well, I mean, I find most of his videos very funny in the sense
Yeah,
that he just has a different style of humor.
yeah.
That is different than most other Let's Plays. I would not be watching his videos if I didn't like it that much.
Mm,
So, so that just tells you the fact. That should tell you why I interviewed him prior before.
mm.
So yeah, uh, and you mentioned some guy by the name of something Toad. Just
JawazaToad. I've been getting along with him recently. Don't worry. I've been talking to him on Twitter recently. Yeah,
well, actually, I've noticed that you've been friends with him, and I noticed. You know what? I know that Grodus is friends with him. I know that another person, which I'll get to in a moment.
the
Uh,
best video in JawazaToad history has to be on his Dritsec video where it's basically the kid recording Minecraft on the school bus. That's
oh my god!
according to JawazaToad, it's his highest watched video
What?
on the Dritsec
I'm
channel.
like, I mean, I saw it, but I'm like, okay, Prince, you have to tell me. Seriously, how the hell do you record a Let's Play on a school bus on your 3DS, or was it a 3DS?
I'm not even sure what it was. It was probably an iPhone or something.
Well, whatever the heck it was, I'm like, who does that?
Yeah, like what were those kids thinking?
Better yet, like, how are you supposed to be taken seriously if you record on a? I mean, I guess if you wanted to do something different, I mean that's fine and all, but I just found it hilarious how the kid tried to do it, and I'm like,
Miserably. Yeah.
and failed miserably. But hey, you got to start somewhere, and but but
Yeah.
but then again, he's young, so I'm pretty sure he'll learn in time.
Hmm.
I
I'll
mean,
probably get the capture card sometime.
yes, definitely. Um, let's see. So, yeah, I remember there was a point where you. Well, I'm not going to say it. I think it's a bit too personal. Uh,
Yeah.
it's a bit too personal. I'm not going to go there. But I just know that at one point you were not friends. But
Yeah, like basically the Dritsec are explained out of these two words. Their videos can be either really funny or really boring. Nah.
yes,
Sometimes I'm laughing my ass off when I'm watching their videos, and sometimes I fall asleep.
yes, as if I had trouble to go, as if I had trouble going to sleep. Excuse me, I had something in my throat. But yeah, it was funny. Um, although now that I know, now that everything's been, cleared up and everything like
Everything's
that.
been cleared up, and you never have to worry about it again.
Yeah, but I did see, but I did see the three videos of the respirate videos
Yeah,
of
over when they were moaning about the end of my shifting stand video, I just looking back, I have no clue why I did that.
I have no idea either, except the fact that
I mean, I was looking around for like some time, and there were no coins in there, so I felt it was kind of appropriate just to stop there.
yeah,
I
but
really think I should have did a second take on that, but I had multiple failed recordings at the time.
yeah. Well, usually if you have too many failed recordings, usually you just try to, you take a break from what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like you just, you get off, you either just, sit back, relax, watch other people's videos, or you just go outside, run
Yeah.
around, or go to the park, or just go get yourself a simple thing of ice cream.
So, TehJew22, I have a question.
Yes, you are
What are
more
you
than
gonna do
welcome.
for your 4th of July weekend?
Ah, okay.
I
Uh,
wanted to bring that up at one point.
well, by the time this gets posted, it'll already have happened, but I may as well go into it a little bit. I
You
think
know what I'm gonna do on the 4th of July morning?
well, I don't have any. Oh, okay. All right. Let me just mention that I did mention this in my very first live event. I don't know if you saw it, but I did do a live event stream or something like that.
Hmm.
You know.
I
Oh, good.
maybe sometime I can do a live stream, but not very soon.
Well, if you do, just let me know, and I'll be more
I'll
than
make a
happy.
video. I'll make a video update when I do a live stream.
Sure, and if I do one myself, you're more than welcome to join for just a little bit or something like that. Unless stated otherwise that it's supposed to be an update video and only an update video, then I'll let you know. But other than that, and the same goes for any of you any of my good friends. You just have to let me know in advance. And again, you have to be my good friend. You can't just be some random guy. Or
Unless it's Slim Kirby. Yeah.
yes, unless, well, not just Slim Kirby, but unless your reputation precedes you, in the sense of Slim Kirby, yes, or Nufi Banga. Although in the case of Nufi Banga, he actually is my friend. So, but other than that, unless you're my good friend, I'm sorry, you can't even be in it. No, it's no offense to you guys. It's just I have to know you first. So just keep that in mind. Okay, back to what was your
4th of
question?
July.
Yes, 4th of July.
What I'm gonna do on 4th of July morning, constantly play the song Saturday in the Park.
You mean on an instrument?
Not really on an instrument, but I have an Ultimate Ears mini bum that can do that.
Oh, you mean you listen to it on your
Yeah, sometimes I do that. Though sometimes my family can get aggravated by that.
Oh, it's one of those
It's one of
little,
those things you connect your iPhone or iPad to.
like a little speaker.
Yeah, and then I'll probably play the song Saturday in the Park on it, because think about this. It's 4th of July on Saturday, and the 4th of July is on a Saturday. Yeah,
That is so true, actually.
that's why it would fit.
Yeah,
Even though I'm not really the Chicago kind.
well, yeah. I mean, heck, I like Chicago.
You don't really make. I can't really think of the song exactly, but the song that constantly goes ooh hoo. You don't make a breakup song sound like a lullaby. Yeah,
Oh, oh, you mean if you leave me now?
yeah. You don't make a breakup song sound like a lullaby. Kind of like in Wiz Khalifa, "See You Again." You don't rap in a song about someone's death.
Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, in fact, let me just you wanted to ask me about my Fourth of July plans, right?
Yeah,
All right, let me get to that, and then we'll get to music because
yeah.
that's the one thing that we both have in common. Okay. As far as my weekend, I really don't have a weekend in the sense of I'm not planning to go to a park or do any of that stuff. Actually, I mean, I might if my parents call me up and then they ask me to come join them. I mean, I will,
I'll
but
be very busy tomorrow and on Saturday. Yeah,
I that's perfectly fine. But
yeah.
no, it's after Fourth of July that's where my plans come into play because I wanted to do this for Father's Day, but I couldn't get any reservations for it, so I had to wait quite a bit of time before I could get reservations. And this is for my dad and I. Me and Mr. TehJew. I'm TehJew22, and my mother is Mrs. TehJew. And so yeah, I'm TehJew22, and he's Mr. TehJew.
Okay, but they're not really like that in real life. Just keep that in mind.
Yes, that's it. Yes, I'm just using those names as pet names. They're not my
Yeah, like
real.
nicknames.
Yeah, just like King Mario.
Yeah, I originally was thinking of King Mario, but that username was already taken. And I was already thinking of, and then I was thinking of Prince Mario 64, but that was already taken. Then I just did Prince Mario, that was taken. Then I did Prince Space Mario.
Yes, but you already have one. I mean, now that you have enough, like I know the rules about how YouTube. You have to have at least 500 subscribers in order to get a custom URL. Well, you have that, so you have the custom URL now.
Yeah.
So you're cool right now. I mean, I only have it because I had it a long time ago. So that's the only reason I still have mine. But anyway, but yeah, I'm doing something special with my dad, and believe it or not, in an ironic twist of fate, I'm going to the same place that I went to when I was robbed.
I still hated that you were robbed to begin with.
Well, exactly. I mean, heck, I no one plans on getting robbed. First and foremost,
Especially since you were having a wonderful time in Vegas.
Reno, Reno, Nevada.
Yeah.
I
Well, that was
mean,
Vegas.
you thought, oh, that's fine. You didn't know, but
Yeah.
no. I mean, I went to Reno, and I mean, in fact, at one point, if you can believe this, Reno actually used to be the place to go. But now, of course, you know how Las Vegas is. Yeah, but no, Reno is still a good place to go. I have fun going to Reno. And in fact, even though we are staying at the Circus, if only because, well, that's the one place I was able to get some good bookings there. I am going to be playing at the Calneva. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
I've never.
Oh,
I don't live anywhere near California.
of course, I forget. You're not even old enough to gamble, so I should have realized that.
Yeah, yeah, I have to be 21 to legally gamble. I'm 16.
Okay, but but yeah, the place I'm going to play is Calneva, and your money really lasts longer, if only because the table limits are fairly low. The lowest is three, although I've seen a couple of $5 tables, and the highest limit was 25, so that should tell you something. And but I think if you went to Calneva, considering you're not old enough to gamble, the one place I could recommend within the casino is a place to eat called the Top Deck Restaurant. I think I showed you that one time.
Yeah, I think you made a video about it.
Yes, I might make another one just for the lols, I guess you can say.
Yeah,
But
sometimes you make videos just for fun.
yes,
That's
definitely.
why I see the playlist, the off the wall videos.
Yeah, off the wall just comes from Michael Jackson, obviously.
Yeah, from Michael Jackson.
I mean, I know not everybody likes Michael Jackson, but I mean, come on, Michael Jackson, a legend. I mean,
Yeah,
sure,
Michael Jackson's a legend, and it's tragic that he died.
yeah, and the fact, and as well as the circumstances that led up to it, but even so, there's no discounting the fact that he's the king of pop. So that
Yeah,
much I can't, you can't take that away from him as much as some people would. But
kind of like Elvis is the king of rock and roll, and I like to call Tony Iommi, whatever you pronounce it, from Black Sabbath, the king of metal.
Tony, you know me?
Yeah, from the guitars from Black Sabbath.
I've heard
Him or
of.
Ozzy, I would say, king of metal.
That's pretty interesting. I'll have to. We'll get back to that subject in a moment,
Yeah,
but yeah. If you went to the Calneva for one thing, even if it wasn't to gamble, but to eat, yeah, the Top Deck restaurant at Calneva, best place to go. In fact, if I'm pretty sure you've been to like Denny's and IHOP and those type
yeah.
of
I've
places.
been to IHOP and rarely been to Denny's.
Well, it's kind of like those places, except the price is more than right. In fact, anything that you probably would pay at Denny's or IHOP in your case, it's more than affordable. I kid you not, because it's like you can get this, you can get like a steak, eggs, hash browns, and two slices of toast,
Oh God, that sounds so good.
all for the low price of, in American money, $4.99. Well, plus tax as well.
Yeah, you are making me hungry right now.
Oh my god. In fact, just thinking about it makes me hungry, man.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if I made you hungry.
Don't worry, it's okay.
That's fine.